All right, everyone, let's talk about what's happening in the market. I know this past week has felt like a free fall in the financial world. You might be feeling a little dizzy, confused, or even a bit scared. It's totally understandable. We live in a super fast-paced world, and things can get overwhelming quickly. But it's not the end of the world, and definitely not the end for the housing market. Yes, things are complicated. That's true. But when we look at the data specifically for housing, we're not seeing any alarming signs at all. In fact, we're seeing some really positive trends. So take a deep breath and let's dive into what's actually going on. Let's start with the DMV area. The inventory here is continuing to grow at a really good pace. Compared to this time last year, we're seeing a solid 23.1% increase, and the gap is getting tighter every week. We're steadily moving closer and closer to what we'd consider a normal inventory level from the pre-pandemic times. Last week, we saw an increase of 213 properties, or about a 4.7%. That's a strong number for just a single week. Now, we're still about 32.6% below the numbers we saw in 2020. This is the highest inventory we've seen for this particular week since 2021. Now, let's take a look at South Florida. The inventory there is also on the rise, and compared to the same week last year, the inventory is up by a significant 31.9%, and the gap is continuing to shrink it. However, when we look at the data from just last week, we only saw an increase of 171 properties listed. Now, this might seem like a potential slowdown, like maybe we're losing a bit of traction, but it's really too soon to make any definitive conclusions. One thing is for sure, the Miami area market is absolutely blooming right now. There are so many opportunities out there for anyone who knows where to look. So what does this all mean? In a nutshell, the volatility and fear that we're seeing in the stock markets are not translating into the housing market right now. The real estate market is proving to be solid, and its foundations are providing stability and certainty. That's why real estate is always considered a good, reliable investment. Both the DC and Miami metropolitan areas are buzzing with activity. So if you've been wondering if this might be the right time for you to make a move and pursue your dreams, don't overthink it. Give me a call, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. What are your thoughts on what's happening with the financial markets? What do you think will happen with mortgage rates? I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments section below. Let's get a conversation going. Remember, there is no place like Homes by RP.